Hey, come see us in Ashland, Virginia, Athens, Georgia, Rutherford, New Jersey at the Icarus Festival, and Minneapolis, Minnesota. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. So here's a feel-good story. This is in Amsterdam. We were just in Amsterdam. And what a response by students and staff. They literally drive the cops off campus a night after the cops brutally erased a peaceful encampment demanding divestment and boycott from Israel. Let's watch. There's the cops, and then here's the get the F out of here. How beautiful Amsterdam is with their canals, eh? I wish I knew what they were chanting. I wish. I want us to watch it again because it's fun. I like watching it.
Oh, they're pushing the car. Oh, they have to go in reverse?
Cops reversing. Look, there they come.
Oh, these are Netherlands.
Yeah.
You know, did anybody ever stop to think that maybe blowing up all these Arab countries and then sending them en masse to all of NATO countries, maybe you shouldn't be so surprised that there's some angry besides just the people from these countries that know it's wrong. You don't think, like the Michigan undecided voters, they're all apoplectic about?
Yeah.
It didn't occur to you that the people that got driven from their lands might protest in their new land? You're really shocked at this?
Remember how much they loved the Muslims in Michigan? I mean, the liberal class, because they saw them as being against Trump, because Trump.
They're indigenous almost.
Yeah,
not.
And then all of a sudden they banned the pride flag from their state. They're like, oh, we didn't know.
Yeah, I like people that are that arrogant. They don't take the time to learn anything about anything, but they're real passionate.
Yeah,
and then accuse you of not knowing and demanding you don't do research. You're not an expert in research.
So they're losing the battle, meaning that the pro-war establishment is losing the battle, and most people are for a ceasefire now. Most people see what Zionism is. I didn't before this.
I have never known what it was until
now.
October 7th.
Yeah. So let's watch this. This is Mark Levine. He's an American Jewish professor, and his son was at the UCLA encampment when he was attacked by police thugs. He calls them thugs. Let's watch this.
Son was at UCLA when the encampment was attacked by police thugs. Now, this was less than 24 hours after so-called pro-Israel thugs attacked the campus. Those thugs, when the police finally came in 3 hours after their rampage, were screaming at the cops, "We love you." And less than 24 hours, the cops finished the job and tore down the encampment and arrested numerous students. What the hell kind of university is this when the most important and proudest liberal university in the world, the University of California, is sending in cops to arrest and brutalize students and professors? University leaders all over the world have chosen sides, and it's not our side.
Calls for encampments to be closed, or students or staff to be arrested or punished, make a mockery, a flagrant mockery of the standards of evidence and reasoning and justice the universities claim to uphold.
Just look at the response of the US establishment to peaceful student protesters. Hundreds of police sent in to smash them, to crack their heads. 2,000 people have been arrested. 2,000 students arrested in the United States now, just in the last couple of weeks. Their university, not only would they rather see the people of Gaza.
So that's where that video ends.
I'm glad that they're like, what kind of university is this? Well, you just said what kind.
That's
the whole
right.
thing was a scam the whole time. It turns out.
Yeah.
So I had to find out this way, but I'm proud of you.
Turns out they're liberal when it's easy and it serves the corporate agenda, but as soon as it doesn't, they're illiberal. That's what they are.
I know how that feels. And it's funny because I'll hear people that are friends of mine. This actually sets me off. If I hear them try to say these are woke protests,
yeah,
I get like real yappy because I'm not Don't try to connect that shit.
This isn't about gender. This isn't about bathrooms. This isn't about this isn't about identity or racial politics. That's not that. None of this is about that. This is about standing up against a war and a genocide with our tax dollars. That's what this is about. And it's an occupation. Israel's an apartheid state. Zionism is the equivalent to. There are a bunch of European Jews who came to Palestine and stole land. That's what Zionism is. And there's lots of Jews who are against that. So this guy's a Jew right here. In fact, all the Jews I know personally are against Zionism, and they're against what Israel's doing right now. All the Jews I know personally, no, not all the Jews. I know Ben Glebe. Is he a Jew?
Yeah.
Okay, so I know Ben Glebe.
Who ran for president. Yes, Ben is. And
I know
Ben
Ben
put
Glebe.
up one of the dumbest posts I've ever seen in my life.
What was it?
Of where it's like, hey, post the anti-Semitic comments you've
Oh
gotten.
my God.
And the one that he's holding up.
He's a true believer. He's a true believer. I think he is.
I mean, he did run for president for some reason, so that you gotta have belief to do that.
I thought he did that for publicity.
Well, he's not true, but he holds up a thing, and I'm reading it, and clearly, it's a foreign person, and it's like, I remember it's so like not, it's not even close to what I've gotten way stronger anti-Semitic threats at me, a guy who's not Jewish, on my social medias than the thing he held up. The thing he held up was the equivalent of not even go back to Poland level mean. It was like, you are being like Hitler, you will see it when it too you are cleared out. Some foreigner wrote it, making a point, and he held it up like he just got kidnapped by Hamas personally.
I do not cut the Zionists out of my life, just like I don't cut the people out of my life who got COVID wrong. A lot of people got COVID wrong and were assholes. And if I cut them, and if I keep cutting people out of my life for getting huge things like that wrong, then I'm gonna have a very narrow life. So
yeah, I try to impress that I'm not picking on Israel. I also think America's the devil.
Yes, right.
So don't think it's anything. Tiny Israel. No, that's our little buddy. We're the biggest piece of shit country in the world, and that's our little pal.
That's our little
in the
pal.
Middle East.
That's right.
So please don't think I'm focusing on Israel like unfairly.
Here we're doing stand-up in Ashland, Virginia, Athens, Georgia, Rutherford, New Jersey, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Ontario, California, Irvine, California, Las Vegas, Davenport, Iowa, Chicago, Grand Rapids. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com and don't go to a second reseller. Not good.